My name is Ray and I live in South Vancouver. I came to Canada from England in the early 1970s. I'm now 72 years old, and though I remain engaged in intellectual pursuits, in recent years I've had a few health challenges which have affected my ability to get around as well as I used to. Going out is very important to me. I need the physical exercise, and it's also important for my mental health. I drove a car for many years, but my only means of transportation now is the transit system. And transit in Vancouver is in itself a major challenge. For one thing, the buses never seem to run on time. You expend all your energy to get to the bus stop, and then you wait. And you wait. Once you're on the bus, it can be scary. The way they drive, you've got to be tough. A lot of the drivers don't seem to know how to squeeze the accelerator, and then they jam on the brakes. This causes the bus to jerk around a lot, and they feel like you need to hang on for dear life. And if you have a complaint, the drivers don't wear badges, so you can't identify them. Sometimes we're packed in like sardines, and you spend the whole ride worrying, am I going to be able to make it to the door when we get to my stop? It can make for a very stressful trip. One time I went out early in the afternoon to visit a friend. I had planned to come home around 6 o'clock, but I was enjoying myself and stayed later than I thought. By the time I headed home, the temperature had turned colder than my jacket could handle. When I got to the bus stop, the bus wasn't there, and I was freezing to death. I was so glad when it finally arrived, but the driver wouldn't let me on. He said there was a rule that no passengers can get on until the scheduled time to leave. There I was, freezing to death, a warm bus right in front of me, but I wasn't allowed to get on board. Experiences like that make me very wary of going out in the first place. Those that run this system just don't seem to care. I've ridden on a number of public transport systems around the world. What differentiates them from what I've experienced in Vancouver is that they view the passengers as customers who need to be treated with respect. They're free or inexpensive for seniors. They're reliable, and the drivers are welcoming and helpful. But most importantly, they run on time. Sometimes I think about going somewhere like Queen Elizabeth Park, which I really enjoy, and I feel excited at the thought of going. Then I start to think about getting there, and that excited feeling starts to drain away. I start to wonder, will the bus show up? Will there be a place to sit while I wait? And if not, will my legs hold out? And what if it rains? Am I going to get soaked by the rain because there's no shelter? What Vancouver Transit needs is more buses and benches and shelters at all stops. We also need to know the buses will come on time. When you get older, your energy is limited, and you need to have confidence that you'll be able to get where you want to go and back without being stretched to the max, both physically and mentally. So I started excited about going somewhere, and then sometimes I just don't go.